Hey guys, I'm gonna start on the GTA 5 trolling series, or the GTA 5 trolling series episodes, probably Friday, this Friday, as it's being Wednesday today. I'm gonna start on that series for you guys, and right now I just want to show you some quick inventions for PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, even the PC, if Little Big Planet is even available for PC, which I'm pretty sure it is because PC is probably the biggest gaming platform. I'm not saying it's the best. I prefer it over anything, but I have PS3 and stuff, so well, I go PlayStation. I have PS4 too, but I like my PS3 way better. So yeah, today I'm actually going to be operating on Little Big Planet 2, but this tactic works. Tactic. This works for literally everything. Every game, every single console, it's all the exact same when it comes to Moon and building these trucks. Now the decorations differ, but who cares about the decorations as much, right? Oh, everybody does? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you find your own decorations. So, you get to choose the material. I actually prefer doing metal, so I'm going to do metal. See, you want it 1 block thick, and on Little Big Planet 3, you have a ton of layers, so you can make it way better than what I can on mine. But I'm actually going to, just to show you guys the creativity in Little Big Planet, I'm going to be making a 4-wheel drive truck. One here, and yeah, basically that. So, it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is basically supersize the truck before you make it, and you can shrink it. We're going to make a pretty good sized chunk like this, and right after that you're just going to go up, go over, and go back down, and then you just trim the edge to where it's all even. Bling. That's all even anyways, but alright, there we go. So now we got this like thing here, and it's kind of crappy looking. So this is where we kind of gotta get creative. We're gonna open the tools bag for Little Big Planet 2. For Little Big Planet 3, I have it. I'm just not sure where everything's at. But you just gotta find something called the corner editor. The corner editor lets you do some pretty neat things. And that's how we're gonna build this truck, is with the corner editor. This is the easiest way possible to do this. Which, in all honesty, I could have just got a big metal chunk, is what I'm fixing to do actually for this part. Because this part really kind of hard to... Wrong button. Good job, Gavin. Alright. Okay, so now we have this sort of looking weird thing right here. Slice. Actually, to be honest, alright, so now we've got... That was an accident. Now we've got something like this, sorta. The reason I cut the end off of the truck is because I think I'm going to make a moving tailgate of some type. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. But now for the truck base look, you want to like, this is the corner editing here. As you can see, you're able to like morph the truck however you like. So you're going to go right down from there, and you're going to pull it forward a little like this. You're going to go right under this. You're going to pull it forward like this. Straighten it as much as possible. Pull this down. And you always want to do extra, because you can always cut that off. Don't actually try to do stuff super perfect with that tool, because it's really hard to make something perfect with that tool, like extremely hard. Possible, but hard. Alright. So that's a little big. And this is funny looking here. Alright. So now we have this chunk of metal here. And you can see it's actually really straight. It's just the angle sometimes can throw it off. But that's okay, because we're not going for complete just perfection here, because whenever we finish, we'll be trimming and making everything better than what it already is in just a minute. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to select basic metal. You know, make it all layers thick, and you're going to just delete a spot there. Delete a big spot there. So you're going to turn that spot bigger. There we go. So now you have like this kind of look. And you can probably guess where we're going from here. Now, what I'm actually going to do, just to show you guys some cool little things, I'm going to make it two-wheel drive first. And then I will use this frame to make four-wheel drive. So, let's go over here. This two-wheel drive isn't going to be an ordinary two-wheel drive unless you want it to be. So I'm going to quickly rush through and make a regular two-wheel drive. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm just gonna use rubber tires, because you can make tires whatever you want. You just need a round one block circle. Actually, to be honest, you can make it to where they are like this and are not at all thick at all, but I like my tires to have some mush to them. What I mean by mush is see how hard it is to see? So I'm just gonna actually do this just so we can see it. So you can use this too. This works pretty good. What you do is you make it out of glass first. Then you just use the material changer. And then you change the material whenever you have everything bolted down. We're gonna use motor bolts. Position them like that. As you can see, it works like that. Then you just go in here, material changer, basic rubber, boop. And the truck goes. Now, we're not done yet. If you want the tires bigger, you can make them bigger. I recommend about 150. You don't want to get to like the 300s or up. Otherwise, it's not a truck anymore. It might as well be a rocket. So, now we're going to just get the right angle triangle. About right there. We're going to cut a slot out like that. Now on the back you can add a turret that moves. You can make the moving barrel. You can do all kinds of stuff and get creative. If I get a few likes on this little stupid stream thing, like we'll say 3 likes, because I enjoy doing a Little Big Planet thing. Just 3. Don't even need more than 3. I get 3 and I'm going to use this same truck model and I will install a moving turret in the back. And if I get 10 likes, I will even make let's see, I'll make a crane in the back that you can grab stuff with. That'd be a little bit harder, but it's possible. It's got the ugly weight on the front to keep it weighed down. It's weird, but it's possible. So after you've got this done, you're then going to want to open your bag and pull out your controlinator. And you're going to set your controlinator in here, like that. Now, what you would do is you would connect your left and right joystick to these and hit square if you're on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, and then it would be, I want to say X for Xbox 360 and Xbox One in order to change the direction. I mean, not the direction, the input actions. See, forwards, backwards. And whenever you do that, whenever you connect this to it, good job, Gavin. You forgot to connect it to this one too. Alright. So, forwards, backwards. Once you've done this, I'm going to do this. So yeah, it's pretty easy. So I'm actually just going to hit back, 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 back. And I'm going to, I'm going to have to go back a lot further than this. I'm going to install that there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something cool. Well, I think it's cool. I am going to make shocks. What I mean by shocks is I mean that I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your truck do some crazy stuff. Like you hit a bump and it's got shocks like springs bouncing it. Now you can't just connect springs up, otherwise it tries to mess up on you. So that's a big no-no. So what we're going to be doing is making this work the way it's supposed to, obviously. But whenever you're making shocks on Little Big Planet 2, sadly you can only make two-wheel drives because it takes up 2 spaces in order to create the shocks. So that sucks. Sad face. So what you're going to want to do now is, behind this, you're going to make a plate like this. And you're going to delete the middle of the plate like this. Now you're going to extend the size of this like this. Put another one here. I've seen people do 3 even, but I'm not going to do 3 because I don't want to do 3. I just want to do 2. Alright. Now, once you have done this, like this, once you have done this and made this little weird thingy here, I'll zoom in to where you can see it better. This kind of contraption, try to line it up the best you can. Now here comes the part you got to be precise at. You've actually got to get right here and install, I would say, or I'm going to always say, make sure it's 2 blocks and all the way as far as it comes out here, obviously, you know. I'm going to say do it metal, like that, on both ends. Now, if you don't know why we're doing this, you should probably take a common sense class. Ooh, no. The reason why we're doing this is so these things support and won't just kind of break, you know, instantly. So what this actually does is now no matter how far apart they go, they're stopped by the wood pieces and the metal holding the metal pins. So that's how you do that little support thing there. Now, I do recommend doing this too. This third layer, I recommend pinching a little knot like that, connecting them for extra support. Now you just need it pinched there. You don't need it like super held like that. You see, I did that, and then like a piece like this and a piece like this, and that's just for extra support. It's like sticking around and it holds all together real tight and nothing will come loose, right? You know, so now that we have the shocks mostly finished, we are then going to go to our settings, and we are going to get a spring. Too bad you can't increase the size of the spring, but that'll be alright. And we want to attach one there, and one more spring right here. So you're attaching it to the roof right there. So now we have one shock. We need 2. Don't make another one. You want them the exact same. Okay. So this part right here, sadly, has to go for the shocks one. Now we've got to do this. Oops, just like that. Now, careful whenever you go to attach these to your vehicle. You have to move your truck back a layer. And then you have to you don't have to shrink their size. The smaller you shrink them, the more dangerous. And the reason it's dangerous is because the pins go to scaling weird whenever they're made of any material except like wood. Wood for some reason is like super well made. Now I know I probably have like 20 pairs of shocks here. Just ignore that, please. And so now that we're here, most people like to use bolts, but I don't recommend using bolts. I recommend using glue and attaching the wood. I don't know why I tried to do that. Attaching this piece of wood carefully to that, just like that. Just like that. So once that's done, obviously, now you need a tire. And you don't have a tire. And now you just got these weird little shocks attached. So now you've got to build the weird little thing right here. And that's why I recommend making multiple sets. I'm keeping that one for a backup just in case I jack something up. I like to have multiple backups. Because even I've built this 1,000 times and I still remember to make backups. Because I know I'm not going to remember everything. So now you're going to build a little thing like this. It's going to come down like this. Just make it pretty far. And then we'll make a tire, of course. Now, the thing whenever you're doing... Oh, dang it. Thing is, whenever you're making these tires, these are like very important to start off as glass, because you want to have the exact center, the best you can right here, because them shocks smack down pretty far. So now you're going to attach your molder bolt. I'm going to make it really big. So she said. You see how that is? How the shocks work? Okay, so now you're going to get this whole tire system here. And we're going to duplicate it. Smack that over there. Now you can obviously decorate it however you want, make the shocks however you want. I just make them like this because I'm not much of one to really care, not dark matter, to care about the way something really looks all that much. I mean, I ain't worried about that too much, and for some reason I stopped flying. Alright, so we'll just have to do it like this. Attach the frame to that, and attach the frame to the back piece on that one too. Alright, so now okay, now that we have this, you want to make sure you don't have the middle, because the middle is the button. You want it to say left and right on the left joystick or the right joystick, or you can go up and down on the left or right joystick as long as you turn this to whatever speed you want. I'm going to do 200, and you want this to say forwards backwards, to where you can go front and backwards off of the same joystick and not just both ways you turn it. Both end up the same. You don't want that. See how the truck kind of bounces there? You can actually adjust how much it bounces. By increasing the length of the middle one to about 25 for mine. Heck, I'll do 27. No, I want to do 25. You want their strength to be about 60 to 40. You don't want too much, because you got to put in too much and your whole vehicle goes to just stiff mode. And why make the shocks if your vehicle's going to go stiff mode, you know? So now to test this out, I'm going to make some obstacles. Obviously it's not going to bounce over that. Motor's not strong enough. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. This right here. I'm going to zoom out as far as I can get it. And we're going to go forward. If you think your vehicle bounces too much, you can make the strength high. If you don't think it bounces enough, you make the strength lower. Now I'm going to just show you guys for fun what happens whenever you turn the strength all the way to max on the middle ones here. Like so. So there you go, that's what happens. Now whenever you turn it to like 20 on them, it's liable to break something. Something broke. Okay, the bearings broken, the shocks on the right ones, both sides. Okay, let's check the damage. So it looks like this bearing broke right there where it connected, and then the same thing happened on this one because they're both weak in that spot. So let's see what happens when we turn the strength down to 0. Let's test this. It appears it just dropped. Okay, something broke. Let's bounce it around. See if we can break some more. No, just that one broke. Nope. There it goes. After I stopped bouncing, it finally broke. So, it broke 2 different spots. Now, lastly, we're just gonna take the bearing guards off of these shocks, or the limiters, or whatever you want to call them, and we're gonna test out what happens. Bless you. Okay, so we're gonna give it some strength, about 60%. Put it back to normal where it was. And we're just gonna drive it. Let's see how this goes. Pretty good, right? Better than you thought, huh? Oh, see, I don't know why we need the bearing guards. Why do we need them? If this is gonna work perfectly fine, this is why. If you smack into any object like this that doesn't really collide with your bumper, sometimes, especially times whenever your motor goes way faster than it does, let's say 410 RPM, just gather some speed and smack this booger. Wow, it didn't do it. That's surprising. Oh no, it's starting to do it. I can see it now. Yeah, you can see kind of how it's starting to crooking. So, let's turn this up to 720. Now, I don't know why you'd be running 720 on your motor, but we're going to do it anyways, because why not? Oh, that's not good. So 720 did not... Oop, I killed myself. 720 did not hurt that bad. Okay, well that's a surprise, but what happens is, like, the springs will go crooked sometimes and start to do it. And sometimes the springs will go crooked. When the springs go crooked, that mug just broke. destroyed. Well, anyways, I'm gonna actually do the four-wheel drive in my next video because this is like a 36-minute video almost, so just already. So next time I will be doing the video on the four-wheel drive truck, and I got the parts already here. And yeah, so we're gonna see if the four-wheel drive pulls harder than the three-wheel drive. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you want more videos like this. Subscribe for Black Ops 1, 2, 3, GTA 5, GTA Online, Little Big Planet, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for watching. And now I've got to end the video.